You can eat all the healthy foods in the world, do all the right things, and still feel like you're running on fumes by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And if that's your experience, I want you to know it is not a willpower problem. It is a blood sugar problem. So today we're pulling back the curtain on the one metabolic pattern that silently destroys energy, especially in women over 45. And almost nobody is talking about it in the way I'm going to talk about it today. So stay with me. Welcome back to the Reclaim Your Life Force video series. This is week 6. If you haven't looked at videos 1 through 5, I encourage you to do so. They build on one on the other. And I'm Lynn. I'm a holistic health practitioner, and I've studied nutritional endocrinology. I also have over 15 years of experience helping exhausted women rebuild their vitality from the ground up. If you're new here, welcome home. If you haven't already taken my free energy alchemy quiz to discover your unique exhaustion pattern, the link is in the description box. It takes under 3 minutes, and it could possibly change the way you understand your fatigue, maybe forever. So, when you eat, your blood glucose rises. Your pancreas releases insulin to escort that glucose into your cells for fuel. But when blood sugar swings too high, too fast, maybe from refined carbs, sugar, skipping meals, or eating carbs in isolation, your body overreacts. Too much insulin, your blood sugar crashes below your baseline. That crash triggers a survival alarm. Your adrenal glands fire cortisol and adrenaline. Your liver dumps stored glycogen. You feel it as that dreaded 2 p.m. fog, the shaky irritability, the desperate reach for coffee or sugar. And if you're over 45, declining estrogen and progesterone directly affect insulin sensitivity. Cortisol, which many of my clients are already producing in excess, actively raises blood sugar. And your adrenals, already taxed by the hormonal transition, are doing double duty managing these crashes. So, how does blood sugar chaos show up by your exhaustion pattern? If you identify as a hormonal hurricane as your primary pattern, you may have dramatic swings. You feel wired, and then you're crashing, then craving. That high cortisol keeps blood sugar volatile. If you're a somatic store, you're flat and foggy rather than swinging. Insulin resistance keeps energy persistently low. If you're a constitutional mismatch, Vata types forget to eat and then crash. Pitta types just burn through glucose quickly. And Kapha types metabolize slowly and are prone to insulin resistance. And if your energy exhaustion pattern is a transitional transformer, estrogen loss has directly impaired insulin sensitivity. Even women with decades of stable blood sugar find themselves on a new metabolic roller coaster. Every time you eat, you want protein, healthy fat, and fiber present. Together, they slow glucose absorption, prevent insulin spikes, and provide sustained cellular fuel. Protein is your anchor. It slows gastric emptying, moderates glucose absorption, supports neurotransmitters and enzymes. You want to aim for 25 to 35 grams per meal. In traditional Chinese medicine, protein is deeply yin nourishing. It rebuilds Jing, the essential essence depleted in exhausted women. Healthy fat is your stabilizer. It triggers satiety hormones, dramatically slows digestion, and provides that raw material for steroid hormones. Think of avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, wild salmon, nuts, seeds, or ghee. In Ayurveda, these are ohas building foods that rebuild luminous vital essence. And fiber is your blood sugar brake. Soluble fiber slows glucose absorption and feeds the gut microbiome. Here you want to aim for 8 to 10 grams per meal. These are bitter vegetables such as dandelion greens, cruciferous vegetables, because they support liver qi flow in traditional Chinese medicine. And this directly regulates hormonal metabolism. So here's some practical meal timing ideas for you. Eat within 90 minutes of waking. Extending the overnight fast into the morning is often deeply counterproductive for women over 45 with adrenal fatigue. Cortisol naturally peaks in the morning. Low blood sugar amplifies this spike. You start your day in stress mode. In traditional Chinese medicine, the stomach meridian is most active between 7 and 9 a.m., which is your optimal nourishment window. Eat every 4 to 6 hours. 3 balanced meals spaced 4 to 6 hours apart is that sweet spot. Snacks, when needed, should be protein, fat, and fiber, not fruit alone. Never skip lunch. Midday is pitta time in Ayurveda, when digestive fire peaks. The spleen meridian is most active from 9 to 11 a.m. Skipping lunch undermines both and is one of the most common causes of afternoon crashes. The post-meal walk. A 10 to 15-minute walk after meals reduces post-meal blood glucose by 20 to 30%. In Ayurveda, this is called Shatapavali, 100 steps, a classical prescription for supporting Agni and preventing Ama. And limiting evening carbohydrates. Insulin sensitivity drops in the evening. The liver and gallbladder do their deepest regenerative work between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. A lighter dinner supports this nocturnal restoration. So here are some sample meal and snack ideas to help you as you venture forth on this new food and meal idea. Breakfast could be eggs scrambled in ghee with some sauteed dandelion greens or arugula and half an avocado. It could also be spiced chia pudding in full-fat coconut milk with cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, and berries. Or maybe a collagen smoothie, some coconut milk, protein powder, blueberries, almond butter, flaxseed, spinach. And you want this in room temperature in late winter. I talk more about that in my blog post article. That link is in the description box as well. Lunch could be a wild salmon salad with avocado, pumpkin seeds, roasted beets, arugula, and a lemon tahini dressing. It could be some warming lentil and root vegetable soup with bone broth, turmeric, and ginger. Or consider a quinoa bowl with roasted sweet potatoes, lentils, bitter greens, and maybe an apple cider vinegar dressing. And dinner, maybe some baked wild salmon with roasted asparagus and cauliflower, or some slow-cooked chicken thighs with root vegetables and bone broth. Or consider some grass-fed beef for stir fry with broccoli, bok choy, snap peas, and sesame oil. And if you are feeling the need for snacks, consider a hard-boiled egg and maybe some olives, apple slices plus almond butter, because you always pair fruit with fat or protein. And maybe some walnuts and pumpkin seeds. Walnuts nourish kidney jing. Pumpkin seeds support blood sugar. Or some full-fat cheese and cucumber. So, blood sugar chaos is one of the primary drivers of exhaustion, also of hormonal disruption or a loss of vitality that so many women in midlife experience. And the beautiful truth is, it is profoundly addressable. Blood sugar chaos looks different depending on your unique exhaustion pattern. What works beautifully for a hormonal hurricane woman may not exactly be right for a somatic store. This is why I always start with understanding your pattern. So take my free energy alchemy quiz. As I said, the link is right in the description. In under 3 minutes, you'll discover your primary exhaustion pattern and receive personalized guidance for your next steps. And share this video with a woman in your life who is running on fumes. Leave a comment below telling me which pattern you identified with the most. I'll see you next week. Until then, honor your body. She is not broken. She is asking to be understood.